still here in Florida, and I'm going to do another installment of my series, The Best Is Yet to Come. The intro will be linked in the bottom bar below, along with the other videos I've done so far. Today's video is going to be on, let's talk about, I have 6 things I wanted to talk about. So today, no, 5 things. Let's do health. Health, yeah. Okay, we're all getting older, we're all aging, but as the title of this series is The Best Is Yet to Come, we want to be healthy in these latter years, okay? You don't want to be sick or tired or run down or feeling sluggish or heavy or not getting out and enjoying the sunshine. I mean, hello, the world is a beautiful place. So health is something you really need to take care of. Now, I was going to talk about a lot of different things. You know, I could talk about maintaining your weight after menopause, losing weight after menopause. I figured out some secrets to that, but I'm not going to talk about all that. I'm just going to talk about something that affects all of our health, and that is stress. I don't know what it is in today's world, in this time that we're living, and I feel like this has come up in the past, 10 years. It's been kind of recent. I feel like there is so much stress being caused by underlying anxiety in our brain or in our life. Because for some reason, now I'm talking about America, I don't know about the rest of the world. I'm just talking about America and the people that I'm around. It seems that stress is not so much I'm busy, because we're older women now, our kids are getting out of the house or they're gone. It's not that you're busy. You don't have all those old responsibilities, so you should be stress-free, right? I think we all have some anxiety about the future in America. I think that we've lost we need a leader that is pointing the way. Think of Ronald Reagan. Oh my gosh, everyone felt pretty secure because he was leading the way. He was giving you optimism. We need that. But if you're not going to get it from the government or your country, you need to figure out how to get it for yourself. Because it's just this underlying stress that we have of anxiety. We have dishwashers, we have automatic washing and dryers, washing machines and dryers, and we have Roombas that'll vacuum the house for us, And it's like the less we have to do physically around our homes, the more stressed we are and anxious. Maybe we're just not busy enough physically. Do you know what I mean? Physically doing stuff with our bodies. That could be exercise, that could be walking, that could be anything. But we really need to pay attention to that and see if that can help underlie the underlying anxiety. Everyone I talk to is anxious. I don't know why. We're just anxious about the future. We're anxious. We don't know what's going to happen. We don't know how the economy is going to go. We don't know how ISIS is going to go. It's really, really bad, y'all. It's stressful. It's this feeling of the unknown not looking good. I remember when Scott and I were first married, and for years, the future looked bright. There was, optimism. I feel like our country had so much more optimism. We still had problems back then. We still had troubles. We still had, racial tension, and we still had the Vietnam War, and we still had this, but there was still optimism that we would come through it and we would go farther. But now, I don't know. It doesn't feel that way. So here's a couple of things that I think can help if you have this inner anxious. Maybe nobody has it, but man, my friends and I, but is constantly be present. Be present in where you are today, because today's the only day you have. Today is the day. Today's it. You may not have tomorrow. So be present. A friend of mine once said this to me. It's a friend from college that I got reacquainted with in Texas, and she said, be where your feet are. I love that saying. Be where your feet are. Yesterday I was at the beach. It was so gorgeous. I definitely was where my feet were yesterday. I was in my beach chair looking at the water, and that is pretty much all I cared about. I enjoyed it so much because I wasn't thinking about tomorrow or the day before or the future. I was just thinking about, this is the most beautiful place. Thank you, Lord, that I get to be here. It's amazing. Oh, I believe what you eat is huge. What you eat can make so much difference in your spirit and your anxiety level. Don't let yourself, see, I'm terrible. I forget to eat all the time. And then about 2 o'clock, like I have coffee in the morning, and then sometimes I'll eat something, but most of the time not. 9 times out of 10, I don't eat breakfast. And then I get busy. And then at 2 o'clock, I crash. And I'm just like this. And I'm just feeling like, oh my gosh, I feel so upset. Why? I haven't eaten. My body needs fuel. So try to eat on a regular basis, but eat good things. Eat things that are good for you. Yeah, I said don't let your blood sugar drop. Of course, we all need to drink water. I think that helps us. Drink tea. I'm really getting into different kinds of green tea. I do not like the taste of green tea, but you know what? They're making all kinds of green tea with a few other little things in it that make it taste amazing. So drink some green tea. Get up early. You can get so much done in the morning, and then the rest of your day can be less stress, less anxiety, okay? Look forward to the future. I mean, I told you how we all feel in our country, or a lot of us feel in our country right now. Just let's look forward to the future. You know what? Whoever's going to be president is going to be president, and you know what? We're still going to be here. I heard so many things. The world was going to come to an end over my lifetime if so-and-so won. I've heard that many, many times in my lifetime. Well, you know what? We're all still here. I'm not saying things are perfect. I'm not even saying things are great, but we're all still here. So vote and move on with your life. You just can't control those people over there. It's horrible. Okay. Last thing I wanted to say. Where is it? Oh, here's the big one. Cyber detox. I think one thing causing so much anxiety is cyberspace. It's drinking the Kool-Aid and being online all the time. Don't get so involved in it. Don't feel like you have to, you're going to miss something. You know, I haven't been able to watch as many videos lately. I've been busy. I've been traveling. So in the past month, I've been home 2 days. You know what I mean? And I haven't been on the internet hardly at all because I'm running around, I'm doing things. It's been so nice. And I haven't been able to watch a lot of videos, and I kind of found myself getting anxious that, you know, my friend is going to think I'm not watching her videos. And I can't do that. I can't live like that, you know. I'm watching your videos, but I might not always be commenting because I watch them late at night, as I've always told y'all. I watch it late at night, and I think just less time. And how do you detox? How do you take your life and get more control of it as far as devices go? Here's something that I'm going to approach my husband with when I get home. I want to choose a day, and it's probably going to be Sunday, that we go back to, I'm going to call it 1978. 1978 is the year I graduated from high school and the year my husband graduated from college. There were no phones. There were not beepers yet, I don't think. There was no computers, none of that, none of that. And when I think back to that time, I think we were so much more present in the day-to-day because we weren't thinking about our phones or whatever. I want to have this day every single week, probably Sunday. That's 1978 day. What does that mean? Does that mean no electronics of any kind? No. Because in 1978, we still had TV. So if my husband wants to sit down and watch TV in 1978 on a Sunday, he can. But, because TV, you still chat, you still talk, but something about the computer, the iPad, the iPhone, you don't talk as much. Your focus is more. But during a football game, you can have a whole conversation. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're going to go back to 1978. Now, how am I going to do that? What if there's an emergency? You know, the big thing we all use as an excuse. What if there's an emergency? Well, you know what? There were emergencies in 1978. Your husband ran to the store for you, and you forgot to tell him to get mayonnaise in 1978. And guess what? He got home with the mayonnaise, and, you know, you just dealt with it, you know? Now we think we need these devices just to even function. And on some levels, we do. So what am I going to do on Sundays if someone needs to call to talk to me? Here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to talk to my kids. I'm going to send a text to my kids, and I will not be texting. Please feel free to call me if it's an emergency. Otherwise, I'm taking the day off. Now, yeah, we did have telephones in 1978, but what I'm telling them is, don't text me, I just baked a chocolate cake and it burned, and now how do I get it out of the pan? Don't, no. We're not going to do that on Sundays. I'm going to relax. I'm going to just be. I just had a grand idea. My phone's going on off. This is what I'm going to do. My husband has to have his phone on because of his business. It's 24/7. So I'm going to tell them if there is an emergency, call your dad's phone. We're going to try it. It may be a big fail, but I'm just going to see what it's like. I'm going to see what it is like to do that. Now, I would love for my husband to take his phone off, put his phone off too, but he just needs it. He needs it because he runs a company and it's open on Sundays, so that's unfortunate, but I'm going to really try to do this and incorporate this. So maybe you could try to incorporate this, even if it's half a day, even if it's 5 hours, even if it's every morning. You don't do your phone or anything in the mornings. I don't know, but I think that could help reduce a lot of anxiety that we feel of just the connectivity that we feel with people. In some ways it's good, and I think a lot of ways it's super, super detrimental. Just on a day-to-day basis, do you ever do detoxing? Do you take time away from your devices, a set amount of time a week or something? My point is, when did we decide that we have to be in touch with everybody 24/7? Who decided this? No one decided it. It just happened. And we let it happen. And now, is Pandora too far out of the box? Not if you step back from society, step back and say, what do I want? What's best for me? Do I want to be connected 24/7 to everybody? If that's best for you, go ahead. I've decided it's not best for me. So I'm going to do this experiment. I'll let you know how it turns out. This is it for this video. I've rambled way too much. Talk to you later. Bye.